2020 was a difficult year for millions of Americans. The pandemic, lockdowns, and job losses. It's all going to make filing your taxes more complicated than ever. And that's why we've asked Bill Clark with Tax Pro to join us today and help us answer some of the questions you may have. Good afternoon, Bill. Thank you so much for joining us, and Happy New Year. I'll start right away. With so many people on unemployment for the first time, will they have to claim that on their taxes this year?
Yes, and Happy New Year to you too. Thank y'all for having me in on this. Yeah, this is a whole new realm for a lot of people. Unfortunately, what they're going to be finding out is that unemployment benefits are taxable income. And if they haven't requested withholding, none has probably been done on any of those benefits that they've received. So they will be kind of hit with that tax realization once they do file the taxes for their 2020s.
So I know everyone at home is asking, for a majority of people are asking, the stimulus check. Some people are waiting on the second round of stimulus checks. For those who received the first one, will that be a taxable item as well? When they file their taxes, will they have to pay that back in any way?
Right. No, the stimulus checks are not taxable. Now, they were based on your 2019 tax returns or 2018, whichever was applicable. If you didn't qualify, however, to receive a stimulus because of the income limitations that they had put on those, you may qualify to receive that. But those receipts of those will not be taxable at all.
So a lot of people are also looking, if they check the IRS website, they say payment status not available, and you're seeing that some people might be worried that you might not be able to get that stimulus check in the second round, although you got it in the first. Do you have any recommendations for people at home who might be worried that they, for whatever reason, might not get the second stimulus check?
Well, if they got the first one, they should be receiving the second one unless their income went up substantially in 2019. If that's the case, now when they file their 20, they could be eligible to receive that check based upon the adjusted numbers that are filed for that. So, it's going to take that 2020 filing to get it all sorted out. So, you could still qualify and receive those checks along with your 2020 refund already, but it will not be considered taxable income at any rate.
We'll wrap up with this on our first half of the show, and we'll ask more questions in the second half. There's an idea called pandemic expenses. What can be written off as a so-called pandemic expense?
There are no write-offs for pandemic expenses to individuals. Now, businesses can certainly write off the costs that they have incurred, for employees, for, cleaning supplies, those types of things. But right now, there is nothing available to individuals as far as deductions are concerned for any kind of pandemic expenses.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bill. And like we said, we're going to get back to Bill in the second half of our show. And if for whatever reason you miss it on Chris 6 News at noon, he'll be joining us on a Facebook Live after the show. Bill, thank you so much, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
Right.
Up next.